Hi there, it's Katie. Time for another tutorial. We're going to be working on the bras in this tutorial. I'm going to go over really quick what crystals you should have gotten in your pack and other materials. So, you should have these large purple crystals, small versions of those, these really cool rounds that have purple and orange and fuchsia in them, peacock feathers. Oh, those aren't the peacock feathers. These are the peacock feathers. You should have these peacock feathers. You will have a small version of the orange teardrop here. A lot of these gold little marquee crystals. These beautiful AB rounds. And then some of these teardrop AB rounds as well. Okay? Before you get started on your bra, you're going to want to set aside 50 or so of these. You should have 200 in your pack, roughly. So set aside 50 for the armbands and leg bands. And then as far as these crystals are concerned, these are the other crystals that are going on your leg bands. You'll be getting more of these for your leg and arm bands, okay? Along with the other materials that I ordered. Because I realized I did not give you enough in your pack to have them on your bra and the leg bands. So, taking care of that. You should also have some gold sequins, some purple sequins, and some fuchsia sequins, which I do not have. Okay, so the first step for working on your bra, after you set aside the crystals that you need for your leg bands and arm bands, is to come up with an idea. So I've drawn a couple ideas out already that I will try to fit on here. So if you have crayons or any kind of pen or anything, or you could even just, draw a design and then just mark what color is what, like write the word purple here and just figure it out that way. I would highly suggest doing this. It gives you a concept of what you're going to be doing, and it actually let me lay out the crystals a little bit on what I was going to be doing as well to kind of get an idea of what I wanted things to look like. So I will give you an example. So this was Chrissy's bra that I did already. And so that is how it turned out. I'm in the middle of sewing some of them on too. I glued them on and I'm sewing them on as well. So they'll be extra sturdy for her because she does so many things. So many events. So this is what came from that. And this has some crystals that you guys don't have, and I understand that. And I did this before we settled on which ones were going to be in your packs. So that's why this may look a little different than what materials you have available. But so this was definitely a guideline for me to make that. So make your sketch. So I will say with these, let me bring this back here. So if you're going to be making this while you're making your bra, you need to make sure that you have the same amount of materials for this side as you do for this side if you want it to be symmetric. So maybe just separate all your crystals right away into two halves after you've pulled out the 50 for your arm and leg bands. That would probably save you some grief in the long run. Okay? Next step for gluing things on. This was one that I did for a concept early on with extra crystals I had from other years. So disregard the colors, but you can see on this one I did a swirl of sequins. And there's another color of sequin in here too. And then I put on the crystals. So that's the order of operations you want to do things in. So put on the sequins first, kind of in whatever design you want to have, if it's going to be straight lines or this way or a curve. Or out. Chrissy's actually doesn't have any sequins, but you can use the sequins for that kind of design. Use the gold, or however you want to do it. And when you're putting on the sequins, this is all glue gun. You can do this entire thing with your glue gun if you want to, or you can sew them all on, or you can do a little bit of both. For the sequins, I would highly suggest just gluing onto your bra. Putting the glue on your bra and then laying down the sequins. So if I'm going to try to make this match a little bit with the last one. And it doesn't need to match perfectly. I know all of my OCD friends are saying, yes, it does right now, including myself. But it doesn't. General idea is probably fine. I mean, or you could have horizontal stripes on one side and vertical on the other. You know, it's totally up to you. And then I'm gonna bring it down some more and have it come around and over. And I'm just going off of this design on this. All right, and then you get to the end. Handy dandy scissors. Cut it off. All right, so I think what I want to do for this one is have the purple go around it. And since you have so many different sizes of crystals, do the large ones first. Don't do the small ones first. Go from biggest to smallest. What I like to do is leave a little bit of a gap and not worry. So on this, if I was gonna go, let's go this way. So you can leave a little bit of a gap. Okay, because you have all these small ones that later on, if I do like 2 layers like that, you have all these beautiful little small ones, which if they were glued down, I could show you. Just trying to lay it out for you a little bit. But you can fill in the gaps with these, or you can fill them in with a little AB round and tuck them under so it fits. Or you can tuck gold in there too. There's no way you can make this look bad. It's gonna be sparkly and beautiful, and the colors will be amazing. Okay, I'm not gonna do a whole one because I think it's pretty simple. If you guys need me to do a whole one, I can, but you know, I think this leaves a lot of room for creativity, and I think you guys are all creative enough to just be able to kind of, you know, do something kind of like that maybe, or just wing it. It'll look amazing. There's no way you can make that look bad. Okay? And if you want to do anything on the stretchy parts of your bra, like the back, which if you're wearing a backpack, I would suggest not putting anything on the back because it's going to get rubbed off anyway. Same actually even with the straps right here. If you have a backpack, the backpack's going to go over the straps. If you don't and you want to put something on here, I would highly suggest sewing it so it won't pop off when the stuff stretches. And if you need any instruction on sewing, you can Google YouTube sewing instructions. I also have one in my old video too. I did a brief tutorial, but I'm trying to make these shorter. All right? All right. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments or email me, and I will help you out. All right? Thanks.